Hello everybody, my name is Paul from Waterford in your pocket.
And I'm Hugh from Central Arts, obviously. Because
And
that's where we are.
This is where we are in Central Arts, and we're going to bring you this brand new show, an idea that we had called Waterford Central.
Yeah, we're
Ciara,
merging.
What is Waterford Central?
It's a collaboration between myself and yourself.
Very
Two
good
of the
word.
best organisations in the whole city coming together to bring you what's going on, really, I think.
I mean, yeah, we got this idea because what we want to do is there's so much on in and around Waterford City and County, and for that matter of fact in the South East as well, but we're concentrating on the city and the county, and we want to tell you where you can go, things to do, because you know the way people are always saying there's nothing on.
Yeah.
But there's always loads on.
But we tell them a bit about ourselves, how we got together, how we met.
Can do.
Of a sunny Saturday down at Artbeat one day. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose what I do with Water in Your Pocket, many of you might know, I take photographs and post on Facebook. I have a Facebook page and tell people about events. And I always go to a lot of these, well, as many as events as I can.
Yeah.
Take
You're a busy,
photographs
busy
and
man.
post it on Facebook so to get that little bit of interest.
And
for
one of
people
the things
Waterford.
we do is we do Artbeat in the summer. And I think it was Danny that introduced us firstly down there at Artbeat one day. And like, you'd started off, but you were getting good traction with your page and stuff. So you came up, took a few photos. We kind of had a similar ethos, I think, at the same time, didn't we? Like
That was it, because we all know that Waterford is a very talented city and county, and I suppose Artbeat even proved that as well.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Artbeat, during the summer, Ciara and her husband John,
And all the Central Arts
and I suppose all the lads in Central Arts,
loads of us,
it's live music on a Saturday afternoon in the Viking Triangle, in the beautiful, and especially since it's refurbished.
I know.
At the what's the name of the street?
Bailey's
New Street. And it's a sit-down area. It's seated, and you can get your coffee or a pint. Maybe I should be saying
Pints,
but
definitely.
you can, and have a bite to eat and sit down and just enjoy the music that's going on.
Yeah, and it's all Irish music. They're all, well, so far it's all been Irish bands, but if there's any international bands, we'd give them a place to play too. But we look for kind of edgy, different kind of music. Yeah. So everything from traditional to techno, that's what we say. So.
And I suppose that plays into the part then as well, because during the summer, there's Summer of the City on, so there's bands in the city centre.
Yeah.
And then they can come down and Artbeat, and don't forget, there's always something on in the city and county.
Well, it's all about animating the city, isn't it?
That's
And
what
the
it
county
is.
and
That's
keeping
what
it
it
going.
So even after the week of Dodo Metro from work home, at the weekends you can get out and play. Because we have 3 theatres in the city. We have Central Arts, Garter Lane,
Theatre Royal.
There's always something going
Am I forgetting someone there? I don't know. No, we're not. Like,
No,
there's
and
only
we also have St Patrick's Gateway as
That's
well,
true,
which often put on
They've
events up
loads.
there as well.
They do an awful lot of talks, so they're starting to do music now as well. So
dance
they've a good bit
classes
going on.
and this and that. Excuse me.
Bless you.
But the beauty about it is, there's always something on. And I know I keep repeating myself, but there is.
Tell us your tagline though, Paul.
Waterford, what a place. But it is.
Catchy and effective.
Yeah.
Does the job. That's what it says on the tin line.
The idea behind it is for people just to have a look and see what's going on, because it's amazing what's right on our doorstep. And even though we're going to concentrate on events to tell you what's on, for example, tonight the High Kings are playing in Theatre Royal.
Yeah.
But also to tell you about places where you can go to visit. Let's say there's so many walks out there that you can go on when the weather is good, or even when the weather is bad.
We're not too good with the weather today now, but I suppose out behind us is the key, and on a sunny day it's absolutely awesome, but we're having a bit of bad weather at the moment, so
that's the worst thing with the weather. Every place looks miserable anyway, but not us. We always have smiles on our faces.
that is not true. That is absolutely not true at all. But what else is coming up? It's quiet on the theatre front for the next while, but then March it really kicks off.
February and March it kicks off then, and we have Neil Delamere is coming in the end of January as well. But we also have a local artist, and very proud to say I was at his first gig in Garter Lane there,
Flynn.
before Christmas. David Flynn.
Yeah.
Now David is well known because he sang with the Celtic tenors, and he has
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Brilliant voice. And I remember when he played up in Garter Lane, he sang one song about Dungarvan, and I'll tell you this much, it put shivers up your spine.
Really?
Because he just has that voice.
Yeah.
It's folky, but it's Irish as well. But because he has that wealth of experience
and training, I suppose, as well, if he was with the tenors.
And to throw the voice then as well is and a brilliant musician in his own right.
Yeah.
But of course, many of you might know David Hughes. He's the brother of Brian Flynn. Sad to say, passed away too young.
Way too young.
But David is keeping that legacy going with the singing, and his show is coming up in March. So I'd advise anybody who've never heard him, get onto the Theatre Royal and buy tickets for that, because it's going to be a good show.
I'd say it's nearly sold out, to be honest. You'd want to get on fairly fast, you know. But he has loads of special guests with him as well.
He always does. I mean, like, he's lucky because of where he works or how
and
he
the
works.
contacts he would
the
have.
contacts he's after building up over the years. But you have one thing that I love as well is open mic night.
Yeah, it's coming. This one's going to be an awesome one on the 25th of January. Oh God, we have everything this time. Like, I love the open mics. We get a lot of them when they're just singer-songwriter, and that's grand as well. But I love the ones where there's a bit more variety in them. And this one has absolutely loads. There's going to be a bit of theatre, singing, songwriting, obviously. I think we have a magician in. The girls are coming back. There's going to be a bit of flamenco and belly dancing. But you know what I'm really super excited about that's coming up? Right. I know this is going to get your blood going as well. Have you heard about our burlesque show?
No. Oh, wait, no, I do. I actually have it up on the events page.
Storybooks, stockings and storybooks. Yeah, that's what it is. It is stockings and storybooks. But the two local girls.
Name stockings.
Oh no, storybooks and stockings. Yeah, burlesque show. Two local girls, Natasha and Sinead. Yeah. You know Sinead. Everybody knows Sinead anyway. Like, and Natasha. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And she's a gas show one, and they're doing their own first full length burlesque show. Now, so Sinead is more kind of traditionally burlesque. You know, very sexy, you know, very, very, very great.
Not for kids at the faint-hearted.
Well, no, I think it's check pacemakers on the way in the door, like, or have the defib ready to go, like, for people if they get knocked out or something. But what do you call it? Sinead is very like kind of old school burlesque, but Natasha's much more avant-garde. She'll be pushing boundaries, and you know she's very edgy, shall we say? Edgy. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe her, because like it's the burlesque, but I suppose it's kind of more modern burlesque. You know. So lads,
be careful if you're bringing your wife to one of these things, or girlfriends.
Yeah, totally. Like, bring Jean. Like, do you know what I mean?
No, but again, it's something different.
It's for women as well. Yeah. Like Sinead does the burlesque here, and she does the workshops, and that's absolutely.
Right. When Darren Skelton did a show last year.
Yeah,
she did the halftime show.
Oh, I've never seen so many drop jaws.
I know, because I was actually at the show, and of course Darren never told anybody that this was going to happen, and you could see the faces and all the men.
It was hilarious. It was brilliant. I actually didn't watch Sinead. I was watching people's reactions. You can see women like grabbing their husbands.
It's just funny.
It was brilliant, like. But
that's coming up. What date is that?
March 13th and 14th of March.
So that's not too far away. So that's
no, they're well in rehearsals now, and they're going.
Now there is one thing that's coming up, because a very good friend of ours, Roddy Clear, is involved in this show.
I know.
A brilliant show that's coming up, and there's an organisation called Lost at Sea Trust. And what they do is they raise money and raise awareness about fishermen that actually passed away, sad to say, or drowned at sea. And there's a singer called Francie Conway. I think Francie hails from Clare, but
I know that name.
He's well known in the folk circles.
Yeah.
And they're doing a charity concert on the 6th of February in the Theatre Royal. Luann Parle is going to be singing there as well. There is a few guest stars with that as well. Tickets are €15, and
that's not bad.
All the money though goes to the Last Foundation.
Great.
And the beauty about it is what it does is that often the time fishermen mightn't have insurance, and it just helps with costs and everything else. Yeah. Yeah. Because like if they go out on the boat on their own or something
very
like
high
that,
insurance costs.
Well, it's not just that it's just for a freak wave comes or something like that, like, you know, whereas the bigger boats might have insurance. Well, they probably would have, because employment laws and all that and everything else. Like,
yeah, of course.
But look, fishermen drown, and it's just sad to say that's why he's one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. So that's on the 6th of February at 8 o'clock in the Theatre Royal, and I would advise anybody. Tickets are only €15, so it's not too expensive. Do it, yeah. Spend the money. Exactly. But the other one you mentioned was the Darren show. A View from the Blue Part 2. Oh, I don't know. Now, if Darren Skelton, he's a reporter with a local newspaper here. I don't think we're given advertising yet, are we? So we won't say that. No, we're not going to mention the News and Star. We're not going to mention the News and Star. Their offices are up by the Munster Express. But and if we're in Waterford today, you actually see him. So Darren does a column in the News and Star every week called A View from the Blue. Yeah. And it's his take on funny things or just things that he sees around the water. Yeah. Now, at times, he hits the nail on the head, because it can be something that's close to his heart. He's very astute, though. He's very. But his View from the Blue show, it's all about his observations over the last 12 months, or even from an earlier age. And last year, like, he did it, for example, going on holidays. And when you come back from holidays and think things you see, and you're so depressed that you're back and whatever else. And it's just hilarious. So his show is coming up in March as well. Yeah. Well, he came to us like when we started here and asked us would we be interested in doing this with him, and we said we give it a go. He sold out like 3 nights and had to put on a 4th night.
as well. So like it was a runaway success. Like we knew he'd be good and we knew people would like his stuff, and he kind of tested it. The first time I saw him, he tested it at the open mic.
And it went down.
Oh my God, people loved him. Like absolutely loved him. Like
and he's not a comedian.
No, but he's very funny. He's a very funny guy.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, like he's one of these people that he'll see something, but also see the funny side of it.
Yeah.
And can bring that across very well. So that's another thing.
I think it's one of those jobs as well that's really like it's very hard. I don't know how they do it. Like comedians, stand up, put yourself out there.
No.
I've seen a few of them do it at the open mic and tumbleweed. It's not good for anybody. But, like
you see, because you know yourself now. I have a terrible sense of humour, and if anybody knows water,
you have a dirty mind, Paul. Let's be honest now.
But if anybody sees water in your pocket on a regular basis, I put up a giggle before bedtime.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing about it is that my wife will even tell you as well, I have a very macabre kind of sense of humour.
Yeah, so, have to be careful about what you
Yes, exactly. But things I might find funny, other people are looking at me and say, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And that's, you see,
yeah, I'm a bit like that.
Comedy is always so subjective.
It is, of course. And like what you're going to find funny, somebody else just...
It's like that Schadenfreude, you see somebody falling on the street or something like that. You know.
There's this one on YouTube, it's on the Late Late Show, it's this old Irishman dancing. Have you seen that? I must show it to you.
It was on the Late Late Show years ago. Yes.
I just absolutely wet myself when he starts like that. I said to my sister in Perth, and she sent me back a message saying, why? Just did not get it.
But
like,
it goes to show the evolution over time, the way our tastes
cultures,
are after changing.
Yeah.
I mean, that was totally accepted when people said fair juice, and now we look at it and it's funny.
Oh, it's
but when you look at the calibre now of river dance and things like that really.
But even all these new fellas coming out as well. There's a troupe in Cork. I'll have to find out the name of them, that they're after doing like mesh and Irish dancing with quite modern dance or modern music. So have this kind of crossover from one into the other.
Fusion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So there's a lot seems to be doing that now.
Very cool now to be an Irish dancer.
Evolution.
I have 2 left feet, like not
sure, look,
that at all.
I can't dance to save my life.
Sure, maybe we start Irish dancing classes together. I'd pay money to see that now, the two of us taking it to full flight across the stage, Michael Flatley style, lose our life. Like.
I don't think very many people would actually pay to see that.
I'd say you'd be
surprised, I suppose. You'd be surprised.
Maybe people that don't like us so much.
But in future, folks, what we want to do with Waterford Central is as well in the future is we want to bring you live music. So we will be having live acts here.
Yeah.
We'll be bringing you interviews.
We're going to have Jim Nolan now, the next one, so we're going to get a little interview going with him for his up and coming show that's going to be in Garter Lane.
We'll have David Flynn, we'll have Darren in. So all what's coming up and what our plan is to tell you about the events before they happen. Because we all know, we always find out about things after they're on.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're going to give you the information before they're on. So I suppose what we wanted to do this time around was just introduce ourselves, let you know.
Say hello.
And you can see our funny and strange sense of humour.
Yeah. Bear with us. We'll get there.
We will get better. Don't worry.
But I think it as well. We must get some of the other people in, like the girls Sinead, and our people are doing workshops and like try and promote other things. Get a few businesses in as well.
No,
like
exactly.
Patrick up from the larder and stuff like that.
The world is our oyster.
He'll bring cake.
Where's
Kieran with coffee?
He'll bring no coffee.
No coffee. What the?
Oh God, terrible.
He's fired.
He's fired. He's gone.
That quickly.
So folks,
that quickly.
I suppose this is what we were all about. Waterford Central, collaboration between Central Arts and Waterford in your pocket. And if you have any ideas, if you want to get in contact with us, you can email
Paul.
At
email Paul.
Paul at waterfordinyourpocket.com.
Or me at Kira Central Arts.
Kira at centralarts.com. And photographs, ideas, events, just let us know, because if we don't know, we can't tell the world. Isn't that true?
We need to promote each other.
And that's what we're here to do. Promote Waterford as much as we can.
Yeah.
So on that note, what we always say is Waterford.
What a place!
What a place.